Hello and welcome to my channel. I bought the new Motorola Edge 15 Neo launched 1 month ago for around €400 in Europe. It is one of Motorola's many competitors in the mid-range segment. Is this phone any good? Let's find out. The box is heavily perfumed, but luckily the smell wears out in a few days, and the fragrance is unisex and does not offend anyone. It is what you would call nowadays a compact phone that has a plastic body with the front covered in Gorilla Glass 3 and is IP68 water and dust resistant. It is also military standard compliant, rated A110H, so more durable in harsh conditions. The base version starts at 256 GB with 8 GB of RAM. We will find a hard plastic case in the box. The back is a vegan leather made as collab with Pantone. The phone weighs a measly 171 grams. My phone is grey. The Pantone color is grisaille. You can also find it in nautical blue, latte and poinciana. I find the design very classy and the phone is very well crafted. The screen is extremely smooth to the touch and the glass transitions to the frame very nicely with no rough edges. It has a 6.4 inches display OLED LTPO 120Hz with 474 ppi, very close to 2K definition. If you put a Full HD display next to it, you will notice immediately that the Moto display is better. The screen is bright indoors and outdoors with great HDR and perfect details. In fact, the maximum brightness is rated at 3000 nits. You can tweak the vividness and the white balance to your liking. The screen also has flicker prevention. I have zero complaints about the display. Flagship grade, no doubt. In terms of biometrics, the phone has an optical fingerprint scanner which is accurate and responsive, though placed a bit low. The vibration motor is strong but a bit loose. You won't find that tight buzzes when you are typing, such as on a Pixel phone or an iPhone. The phone is equipped with a very loud stereo speaker setup. Check it out.
Jan, all you do is slay video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something we love.
You know what racing cars cost? Look around. It's not our world, son.
Now let's talk about the processor. The Moto Edge 15 Neo is equipped with the MediaTek Dimensity 7300. It is my first encounter with this chip that also beats inside phones like CMF Phone 1 or Oppo Reno 12, and I am not sure if this is how it behaves in general or this is Moto's magic, but I could not overheat this small beast no matter what I've tried. I ran benchmarks with the phone at 20 degrees and then 30 degrees, and then one after the other without leaving the phone to cool down. I ran CPU throttling tests with the screen at full 120Hz, not auto, and it still stayed under 37 degrees. It is similar to the Snapdragon 695 but with a lot more power. I am really impressed. One of the most consistent SoCs that I've ever tried. You might say that the scores are not impressive, but you can use all that power for hours, not for 10 minutes. The GPU is not great. It does not throttle at all, but it is not the best for heavy games. The software is based on stock Android with some Moto flavor on top, such as font and screen personalization, AI wallpapers, and a set of useful apps from the manufacturer that allows connecting your phone to various devices. The control panel is transparent and Wi-Fi and mobile data are separated. The Edge 15 Neo will have 5 years of OS updates, which sounds very good. For a compact phone with a smaller 4310 mAh capacity, the battery life is sufficient. The processor is very efficient and in standby the power consumption is around 2% overnight. Unfortunately, Motorola does not show the screen on time, so I ran a battery drain test against my Pixel 7 that has a similar sized battery. So in indoor scenarios, you can easily get more than 7 hours of SOT because it is not very likely that you will film in 4K for an hour or run a CPU throttling test for an hour as well. The phone has battery protection, charge boost, and overcharge protection. The maximum charging capacity is 68 watts and the phone charges from 0 to 100% in just over an hour. The wireless charging is capped at 15 watts and there is no reverse charging. Now about the cameras. Moto is using the very competitive wide sensor Sony Lithia 700C with OIS and 50 megapixels resolution that produces very crisp photos. The phone also has a 10 megapixels quite capable 3x optical zoom sensor with OIS and a 13 megapixels ultra-wide camera. The front camera is a generic 32 megapixels with a small sensor. The camera app is very nice and pixel-like in simplicity and processing. It has 4 focal modes for portraits, a full 50 megapixel mode for the main sensor and the Pro mode for photo. The processing is quite aggressive with a lot of lifted HDR and sharpening. The colors are Samsungy, but overall the pictures turn out very pleasant. The zoom camera has a slightly different color profile. The night mode kicks in by itself. In some instances, this phone beats the Pixel 7 in detail and clarity. However, when it comes to the video, it has some limitations due to the processor. It has no 4K 60 FPS and you cannot change the cameras when filming. You have to end the video, choose a new lens and restart. I'll let you watch some photos while I'll tell you the good and the bad. So, is it worth buying? Yes, I encourage you to buy this phone, but maybe wait a bit for discounts. It is definitely worth €300. The good. Very sharp, bright, flagship grade display, good battery life, stock Android, an advanced set of cameras capable to produce very nice memories, very nice and elegant construction, good stereo speakers, powerful vibration motor, very good signal and call quality. The processor is amazing for day-to-day tasks, even if it does not have groundbreaking benchmark scores. What is meh? The speakers lack bass, the vibration motor feels a bit loose, and the video is just average, unlike the photos. Additionally, the GPU is not the greatest. What is bad? Nothing so far. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer in the comments section.